Thank you all for coming. We apologise for the short delay, but at this time we're actually 5 minutes beyond whether we should adjourn the meeting. So we have three choices. I think agreement to half an hour extension to 10:30, at which time the meeting shall stand adjourned. Continue the meeting until the council has concluded its business, or finally adjourn the meeting. Would you like to make a choice?
I would like to propose that we continue the meeting until we come to our decisions.
Thank you very much. That's all we need to say on that one. Thank you for that. The minutes of the meeting have been on for much more longer than half an hour because we've been waiting for 3 hours. So it's your wish that I should sign them as a true record. Apologies for absence.
Thank you, Chairman. Apologies from Councillor Else, Councillor Follows, Councillor Holder, Councillor Lee, Councillor Peter Martin, Councillor Tom Martin and Councillor Reynolds.
Thank you very much. Any declarations of it?
Oh, I got everyone who isn't here.
Yeah. Declarations of interest?
Thank you, Chairman. Councillor Else just wanted it recorded that he's not in attendance at this meeting because he has had a pecuniary interest in both items on the agenda.
Members, do you have any declarations of interest? Hopefully that you're just interested. Any questions from members of the public?
Thank you, Chairman. None received.
Question from members?
Also none received. Thank you.
Their question will be, why are you so late? Any relevant updates, please?
None, thank you.
Legislation to be told? None. Performance against government targets?
Thank you. You'll notice, you'll see on the separate update sheet, our performance against the two government targets of speed and quality, and you'll see that we're performing excellently against those targets. Thank you.
Sorry, you're switching on and off on me, so I'm going to... applications for planning permission. If any site inspections are required arising from this meeting, they will be held on Monday the 14th of January. And so we have applications not subject to public speaking. Item B1, WA 2018/1511, Overbrook, Pitch Place, Thursley, GU8 6QW. Proposal, erection of extensions and alterations to garage. Neil, could you give your presentation?
Thank you, Chairman. Yes, this application is for the erection of an extension and alterations to an existing garage at Overbrook Pitch Place. There are no updates since...
We've got nothing on the screen.
Apologies. There we go. There are no updates since the writing of the report. The application site is outlined in red. The site is to the west of Thursley Village, off the Thursley Road. Pitch Place is within the green belt, outside of any defined settlement area. The site is also within the Surrey Hills AONB. That's an aerial photograph. You can see it's a large garden plot, and it's well treed. The existing garage is this building here. This is the dwelling, the main dwelling, and these are various outbuildings to the rear of the property. This is the block plan, again showing the proposal. So the extension will be to this area, to the left hand of the existing garage. The distance to the nearest boundary to the north is 11 metres, and the property that's known as Bracken is a further distance beyond that. All of the boundaries are heavily treed. These are the proposed elevations. The garage would be extended by 3.05 metres to the western elevation, and the roof ridge will be lowered by 1 metre. That's the proposed floor plans. There will be parking for 3 vehicles and a roof store above. These are some photographs of the site. That's the garage with its position with the in connection with the main dwelling, and from the front. So again, the extension is to the side here. So determining issues, matter of principle and technical opinion, and we considered highway safety and the impact on the SBA and ecology. Matters of judgment, impact on the greenbelt, design and impact on AO and B, and impact on residential amenity. And for the reasons set out in the report, the application is recommended for approval.
Thank you very much, Neil.
Thank you.
Members, would you like to speak?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. If we could just go back to that previous photograph, please.
This one?
Thank you. I think the new idea actually is probably an improvement. It'll be far less intrusive, and with trees all around, I can't see it's going to cause any problem at all, and I'd agree with the officers.
Thank you very much. Are there any other comments? No further comments. Can we then move to the recommendation that permission be granted, subject to the conditions 1 and 2 and the informative?
Yep.
Is that agreed? Thank you very much. We now move to item B2, WA 2018-1522, 34 Springfield, Elstead GU8 6EG. Proposal of erection of a single-storey extension. And the case officer again is Neil.
Thank you, Chairman. This application is for a single-storey extension to the rear of number 34 Springfield in Elstead. There is one update since the writing of the report. Comments have been received from Elstead Parish Council, and your amended report should read no objection. I believe that's on page 23? No, 19. 19 or 23. Thank you. Okay, so this is the location plan. The application site is outlined in red. Springfield, the road is to the south. The level of the land does drop slightly from the road down to the application site. The rear boundary of the property abuts a footpath that leads to the recreation ground, marked as play area on the plans. 34 Springfield is a semi-detached property. It has been extended previously. It's the right hand of the 2 semi-detached dwellings there. This is the proposed block plan. The extension will fit to the rear between existing extensions. The minimum separation distance between the extension and the nearest dwellings at number 35 and 36 would be 12 metres. And impacts on the character and neighbours' amenity were considered to be acceptable. These are the proposed elevations. They show a flat roof, single-storey extension with a height to the eaves of 2.8 metres. The extension would measure 4.8 metres at the longest point, projecting from the original rear of the building, and it will be 7.4 metres wide. This is the proposed floor plan. So proposing a family room and kitchen. And these are some photographs from the site. So looking out towards the rear of the garden, this is the photo on the left is the footpath behind that fence, and then the actual rear of the property itself. So determining issues, matters of principle and technical opinion. impact on the SPA and ecology, and matters of judgment are impact on visual amenity on the AGLV and AONB, and impact on residential amenity, which, as I noted before, they're all deemed to be acceptable. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman. If you go back to the picture that you've got with the window, oh, that one, that on the right, bottom right, the new bit actually will enhance that bit on the bottom right-hand side. Instead of all those windows, you'll have one long one which matches up with the one on the left-hand side. So actually, I've got no objection, and it enhances the rear of that building, because it is a bit sort of everywhere. Yeah, tatty was a good word. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Councillor Bolt.
Thank you, Chairman. A question for the officers. Was there any response from or comment from the semi-detached neighbour?
No, there were no objections. There was one letter of support from another neighbour, but no objections.
Thank you very much. If we have no further comments, can we please go on to the recommendation that it should be agreed, subject to conditions 1 and 2, and informative permission be granted. Agreed. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for staying. Apologies again for the late start.